Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. This is a suggestion from Rakib SDQ that says, what is your take on application questions that they give you? It seems like a study the topics and understand them, but when it comes to the application, they test you on common sense or things that you haven't learned. This is a sticking point for a lot of students, and the reason it's so difficult is because it's not on the specification. It's not in the mark schemes. A lot of the questions are new, so you won't necessarily benefit from just reading past answers. It's not necessarily in textbooks, it's not necessarily anywhere. The most important thing they can probably do, but it's probably not the easiest thing that you can do, is to get some real work experience in a lab or somewhere where they do something that's related to one of the topics that you're trying to get more acquainted with. And it's probably not easy to do it for all the topics, probably impossible, but if you can do anything at all, then it will definitely help you, because you get a deeper understanding of what the whole thing is, of what the real life thing is. You know, it's not something that you can learn, and getting all these things, you know, seeing all these things that form part of experience can be the most valuable thing that you can do. The second thing that you can do, that is probably the easiest thing that you can do, and you definitely can do it, right, is try to visit one of the websites of suppliers of materials for research in biology. Their websites usually have, obviously, information about the products that they sell, such as enzymes and dyes and chemicals and loads and loads of things. And sometimes they have pages. I mean, they always have pages that tell you about the product, about the procedure. They sometimes have videos with the researchers themselves telling you what something does or how to do something, and that can give you information on the applications and the real life, you know, how is this actually done. And I think that's very valuable, because, for example, if you're looking at a given enzyme, like for the polymerase chain reaction or whatever, something to do with DNA, you know, most of these things are very expensive. So you will notice straight away that, you know, a gram of something is £200, and you might think, oh my god, that's really expensive. So if you get a silly question like, you know, why might companies have a hard time replacing enzymes if they go off quickly, the obvious answer to you will immediately be, well, they're really expensive, you know, and you will understand the real things about research. And I'll give you the websites, some examples of websites that might be useful, and these are the websites that researchers themselves actually use all the time to do research. So it doesn't get more real and more application based than that. One of them is Sigma Aldrich. Another one is GE Healthcare. Another one is Invitrogen, also known as Life Sciences. There's loads of other ones. Just go there, just browse. You know, I mean, you might sort of read some things and they mean nothing, but they mean nothing to everyone else. These are very specialized things, but if you can find pages that tell you more about something, you know, if you've got some spare time and you go on the website, you know, you will inevitably learn things that will definitely be relevant to the application questions. And my final tip on helping you answer application questions, and, you know, trying to just make sure that you're in a position to give a sort of educated guess or whatever, is to just keep up to date with the latest research, you know, but make sure that you don't read the ridiculous sensationalist websites. Make sure that you read the sort of decent websites. And there's actually a website, it's really not popular, it's not one of the mainstream websites. I've been subscribed to it for ages now. You know, it doesn't look flashy, you know, there's nothing sort of special or anything. World-science.net. And they always cover science very simply, very objectively. They never blow things out of proportion. They, you know, I recommend this website. It's all science. It's not just biology. It's chemistry. It's physics. It's everything. And it's actually very interesting to read. It's not like homework. Like, you actually want to read it. And it's bound to be related to some of the potential application questions that you might get. I actually lied to you guys. That was not the final tip. There is another tip, and oh, this is so frustrating. Right, you know, you get application questions and you think, I have no idea what the answer could be to this. I have absolutely not a clue. And you want to look at the mark scheme and you want it, can't wait to see what the answer is supposed to be, because it's the most ridiculous question that you've ever seen in your life. You go to the answer and it is such an obvious answer and so easy. You think, what the hell? That can't be the answer. It's too fucking easy. It's too obvious. And if you get an application question and you're just stuck in, it just seems like there is no obvious answer, there's no relevant answer, just answer a stupid answer off the top of your head. If you think there is an answer that is really stupid sounding, like because it's cheap or because it's easy or whatever, you know what, that could be the answer. Like, seriously, don't think that if it's too easy it's not the right answer. Sometimes it is the really obvious answer, and especially when it comes to application, they like to see that you've got common sense. So if something seems to like that's common sense, then just answer that. It doesn't have to be scientific terminology or something difficult. If it is just a simple, obvious thing, then just write that and it's probably right. A quick shout out. I'm currently doing a demographic survey for the A-Level Biologist website. So if you have visited the website and if you're a regular visitor, go to the homepage and please take that survey, because I need loads of responses because I'm doing some analysis on it. So next week, I'm going to talk about cancer drugs, the latest cancer drug approved from the University of Cambridge, what it does, how it works, one of the latest trialed therapies against cancer called hypothermia, etc, 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 etc. That is another topic recommended by one of you. So if you've got a suggestion, then just leave it in the comments and I'll see if I'll do it the week after that.